What's going on, guys? Coach Noob back in the building with another one. As usual, it's going to be jam packed full of jewels. And your time is always appreciated because you can be doing anything but you and me checking out these reviews. And this one, it's a wild one, man. It's about a woman who tries to pin a baby on her boyfriend, man. So let's get to it.
How did you find out that she slept with your best friend?
Well, that's interesting. We were actually in a heated argument at the time that it occurred, but it kind of just got blurted out to me that Mr. Randolph could be a potential father for Prince.
Wait a minute. So you're in a heated argument as a couple, and just out of the blue she yells, and by the way, your best friend could be Prince's father?
Correct. It was very emotional for me, being that it's my best friend and this is my woman.
Understandably.
Upon meeting with him, we kind of all agreed, me and him agreed, that we desperately needed to find out what was going on.
I just want him to be able to understand that, and I am woman enough to admit that I made that mistake, and I want us to go forward from this situation, regardless of the results, regardless of, even though in my heart, I hope that it does show that he's the father, I just want us to still be able to be a family as we are. Mr. Pace, you are not his father.
Oh, man.
Continuing on with the next result. It has also been determined by this court, Mr. Randolph, you are not.
All right, man. Mental health, physical health, spiritual health, decision making, bro. Man, this one's crazy, bro, because she tried to put the baby on her boyfriend, and she was messing with his best friend too, though. Like, that's why blood test should be, mandatory, man. After get a woman pregnant or whatever, man, or DNA test, bro. It's a good thing that, they wasn't fighting over her. Nobody ended up dying over her, nothing like that, bro, because she was messing with both of them anyway. So you know what kind of woman she was. And that's why it's so important, you know, to get to know the woman that you're with, bro. Don't just be thirsty to be with her, man. It it doesn't work out when you do that, man. Let's run it back, bro.
How did you find out that she slept with your best friend?
Well, that's interesting. We were actually in a heated argument at the time that it occurred, but it kind of just got blurted out to me that Mr. Randolph could be a potential father for Prince.
Wait a minute. So you're in a heated argument as a couple, and just out of the blue she yells, and by the way, your best friend could be Prince's father?
Correct.
All right, so heated arguments, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they say like a drunk person and an angry woman is gonna tell you the truth, bro. And it seems to hold up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he found that out. And obviously he kept, some kind of cool, but you know, they were in an argument, man. But he didn't like put his hands on her or go overboard and end up killing her or something like that. You already know a lot of these, man. These people, they do crazy stuff, man. So at least he had that much sense and, mental and spiritual awareness to not do that and to come on here and get the DNA test. But, you can just go to Walmart and get those, though, and get it over with like that. But, if you want to come on there and do that, man, hey, do what you got to do, bro. And, that's what he did.
It was very emotional for me, being that it's my best friend and this is my woman.
Understandably.
Upon meeting with him, we kind of all agreed, me and him agreed.
This nigga looking too, like, man. And, that's another thing, though, like, bringing your woman around your friends and stuff like that, bro. And, you know what I'm saying? it's not really a real friend. It's a frenemy, which is someone who is posing as a friend, but they're really your enemy. Might have some kind of jealousy or envy for you. And of course, you know what I'm saying, men talk to, our homies about, you know, like relationship stuff sometimes, some problems or something you might be going through, bro. When you trust them like that, and this dude took advantage of that, man, and probably went behind his back and soft chewing with his girl, pillow talking or what have you, saying slick stuff. And the thing is, that woman made his friend feel comfortable enough to even talk to her on that level, bro. And once she accepted that and started doing that, you know what I'm saying, that relationship was done anyway, man. So I feel like the other dude is kind of in love with her, you know what I'm saying, because he ain't just, leave her, nothing like that, bro. After that, uh, you know, you just gotta, that's why it's so important to know what kind of woman you're dealing with. And once you find out what kind of woman you're dealing with, you move accordingly, man. And what kind of friends you really have, man. Are they really your friends that got your back? Or are they just there to try to tear you down and, you know, take what you have because they don't know how to get what they want on their own? So they plot and plan against you, man.
That we desperately needed to find out what was going on.
I just want him to be able to understand that, and I am woman enough to admit that I made that mistake, and I want us to go forward from this situation, regardless of the results, regardless of, even though in my heart, I hope that it does show that he's the father, I just want us to still be able to be a family as we are. Mr.
So what she's really saying is, man, she hoped this dude a sucker, man, and he stay with her no matter what, bro. Because she's still gonna keep playing in his face, even if, you know what I'm saying, the baby's not his. We already know that she's still gonna be messing with that other dude, especially if the baby ended up being his, which, you know what I'm saying, we saw it didn't, but you know, that's a major red flag, bro. Once you already found out that it was a chance that it couldn't be yours, it could be your best friend's baby, bro. That right there already, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the relationship is dead after that, bro.
You are not his father.
Broke his heart. You see this face? How big his eyes got and all that, man? He like, hey, it should be a wrap now. That now that you don't have any ties with her, bro, you know what I'm saying? You can move on with your life and you can work on yourself, you know what I'm saying? And do what you got to do. Find, you know what I'm saying, a woman that is not promiscuous, is not going to talk to your friends behind your back, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that when you're gone or something and lying in your face, being manipulative, being a narcissist, you know what I'm saying? So the best thing for him to do would be to get up out of there, man. Straight up. And he got a couple scars or whatever, but it's not a wound that's so bad that he won't be able to get on with his life or be out here talking to himself, holding a sign, begging for change because he done fell off so hard, letting this situation get to him, bro. And that's what happens to a lot of people, man. And, you know, like I say in some of these other videos, man, as a man, you got to be able to stomach anything, man. This is one of those examples, bro. Like, all right, you just found out the baby's not yours. So what are the next steps for you moving forward, man? Forget about how everybody else feels and what they want you to do. You need to do the best thing for yourself, bro. You hurt.
Man,
Continuing on with the next result. It has also been determined by this court, Mr. Randolph, you are not.
And then he just knew the baby was his because it wasn't his friend's baby. Now look at the look on his face. This dude shocked. He knew 100% that that was his baby, bro. And that's, you know what I'm saying, how slick females can be, bro, and how manipulative they can be, bro. Especially when you being thirsty. Like this dude, he was being thirsty, man. Going behind his friend anyway, and so-called friend. But you know, it's weird because why would you want to go behind your friend, bro, and do what he's doing to that woman, bro? That's, you know what I'm saying. Nothing in her raw, obviously, because she didn't know who the father was. And then that brings up another thing now that neither one of them are the father to the baby. It's a third dude, possibly more than that. So at least three dudes is nothing in this chick raw, man, shooting the club up. You know what I'm saying? And what if one of them has some, bro? You know what I'm saying? She didn't even care, bro. She don't care about herself. She don't care about none one of them dudes, and she don't care about the other dude that's not talked about either, man. And which is, you know what I'm saying? Again, why it's so important, bro. Get to know that woman, man. Get to know who she is, and once you find out who she is, you move accordingly, bro. This is obviously just something that, you know what I'm saying, it's not a plan stay, man. You got to get up out of there. It's a hump and go, bro. So get your rocks off, get out of there. I see you later type of woman, bro. And that's how she's treating herself and she was trying to pass it off like, you know what I'm saying, she wasn't that type of woman. And she wasn't going to say anything about the other dude that she was messing with either, unless, you know what I'm saying, this if this dude was the baby father, she would have still been messing with the other dude too. So she planned on having her little roster, bro. You know what I'm saying? The big three, like Ice Cube basketball teams, bro. And, man, that's foul. And it's too late to cry now. You know what I'm saying? And man, that's another thing too. They'll cry crocodile tears, all of that, knowing that they lying, bro. So when it comes to that, man, you gotta have the mental and spiritual and physical, you know what I'm saying, awareness to know how to handle these kind of situations, bro, so you don't make it worse for yourself. Like I'm been saying, you don't want to end up in jail over that. And it's a good thing that they weren't fighting over her either. And you know what I'm saying, you really don't even want to argue with with the woman anyway, though, too. So you know, it's just messed up, a little shit show all the way around, bro. Pushed her all the way back, like he should do. And the thing that probably messed him up, bro, was when he found out it wasn't his best friend's baby either, though. And hopefully he wasn't gonna go back to her anyway, man, because she was landing on thick. So you know what I'm saying, especially with everything that came out, bro. It's just way too much. You know what I'm saying, baggage and all of that, bro. And it's not your problem anymore, bro. Don't make it your problem. You know what I'm saying? And just you get a fresh chance to start over, man. Anyways, man, it's Coach Noob. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're digging this kind of content. You know what I'm saying? And your time is always appreciated because you could be doing anything, but you're here with me checking out these reviews. Until next time, I'm out.